Today for Bazonka Fact File, we meet Tony Ashworth and his son Bryn. Tony has been a beekeeper for 9 years. He is going to talk to us about the honeybee and why they are so important.
Honeybees then are the small bees that you see. They're usually striped, and they're often sort of brown colour and like a leather, almost an orangey colour. Some of our native bees are quite dark. They live in a colony, and in the colony there'll be one queen, and in the summer up to about 50,000 workers, which are all female, and about 2,000 to 3,000 bee drones, who are all the males. The queen lays all the eggs, and she determines what temper the colony has and how well they actually go out and collect the honey. When I go up and actually go and have a look at my bees in my colonies, I use a smoker. This is a smoker here, and it's got some cardboard in it, and I just keep pumping it with the bellows here. It produces all this smoke, and it lets the bees go nice and calm so that they don't sting me, because I don't like being stung. I've also got my hive tool, which I can use to pull the hive to pieces so that I can actually get in to see and check that the bees are okay. Because it's always important that I make sure that the bees are all right, because otherwise if something goes wrong, it's my problem because I'm the beekeeper and I have to help. Usually they're so intent on collecting pollen and nectar that they won't bother you at all. And to be honest with you, if they come even close to you, if you just stand really still, they'll just go away and fly somewhere else, because you don't smell of honey and you don't have any nectar. Honeybees are responsible for us in Britain for pollinating lots and lots of different crops. Strawberries that you eat, raspberries, apples, pears, all these sorts of things. They are going to be responsible for pollinating them so that we get the fruits, so that we can eat them later on. We think that directly or indirectly, every third mouthful that you eat has come from a honeybee somewhere pollinating a plant. So it could be that you're eating the apples, or it could be the plums, or it could be that you're eating cereal crops that have been made into something else that the honeybees have been helping with. For us beekeepers, the honeybee produces honey and wax, which we really quite like as well. So we eat lots and lots of honey. I put some on my porridge most of the day. It's quite easy, quite good. And we can go off and get different tastes and textures of honey as well. You know, if you want to help honeybees, and we'd really appreciate you doing that, the best sort of things that you can do is to set flowers in your garden, if you've got a garden, or little pot plants, anything with a nice simple flower. Bees can't really cope with the double flowers, but if you can see the insides of it, like a daisies, sunflowers, things like that, they're really good, and that will help bring other pollinators into the garden as well. And obviously we always ask that gardeners try not to use any chemicals if at all possible, so try and garden naturally if you can.
Thanks Tony and Bryn for a great Bazonka Fact File. I'll sure be keeping an eye out for those busy bees.